Hello, this is Virtuals to Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. There are a number of animal-themed openings in chess. Some of the better-known ones include the Elephant Gambit, the Crab opening, and the Dragon variation of the Sicilian Defence. Today I had the opportunity to play the hilariously named Giraffe Attack in the Vienna Game, which is a dubious queen move on move 3. Please enjoy! Let's start with the review. So chess.com's algorithm, as you can see, this was a very short game and fairly commanding lead out of the opening. But the interesting thing is, look at the accuracy, almost 50% for both of us, and you can sort of tell that this is going to be a weird, exciting, funny game. We both made some mistakes, and none of us made particularly good moves. And look at this, the opponent actually made 3 best moves, and I don't have any best moves or excellent, and yet nonetheless still wins. As I said, this is a dubious opening, but lots of fun and very interesting outcome. Let's have a look now at the analysis. So I have the white pieces and the opponent black, and the Giraffe Attack is actually out of the Vienna Game. So I play e4, e5, knight c3, and the Giraffe Attack becomes available when the opponent plays the Anderson Defence, which is bishop c5. Now, with bishop c5, what the opponent, one of the consequences of that move is that the bishop is no longer protecting that pawn on g7. Now, I think in another game I played the wayward sort of queen type attack in this situation with queen to h5, attacking that pawn. However, in the Giraffe Attack, that starts on the third move with queen to g4, immediately attacking that pawn on g7, which is no longer guarded by the bishop. And the opponent here plays the best move, which is in fact knight f6. And you will see from the evaluation here, black is already behind. And this is actually not a good move for black, even though that looks like the whole purpose of the attack. So I captured anyway. So you can see that's a major blunder. And the reason for that, even though it looks very, very scary for black, it's actually not a problem. So because the opponent can play the rook to a g8, and now the queen, of course, can't capture because they'll be captured back. There's nothing protecting it. Can't capture this piece because it's defended. Can't capture the rook, and also can't stay on the g file because of because the rook is looking down the g file. So the queen is now forced after the rook to g8 to go to h6, and then bishop can now capture. Basically, the queen gets chased around. As you can see, it's actually, if you capture that pawn, it's actually winning for black. However, most people probably have never faced a Giraffe Attack before, and this looks kind of scary, doesn't it? So here, the opponent makes a blunder of their own. So king to e7. I think they were worried about some sort of devastation here and feeling that they needed to potentially protect that knight. Of course, the knight was already defended by the queen, and here I'm almost plus 10, and the fun and games continue. The fun and games continue. Now, the best move here actually for white is to play knight d5 with check, and then lots and lots of badness occurs. So most commonly, that'll be captured back, and then queen captures pawn with check. It's just absolutely devastating for black. Here, however, of course, I'd never actually played this position before. I thought I would play bishop c4, effectively lining up now for something that's very close to a scholar's mate. Opponent plays d5 to block. That's fine. I capture back with the knight, which now comes with check. Captures. I decide to capture back with the bishop here. Of course, I could have again played that move, and that comes with check. And again, gearing up again back towards something that's approximating a scholar's mate. It's not quite scholar's mate here because the opponent can potentially escape. The opponent plays queen to try to defend the pawn. Here I captured. They block with bishop, capture the next piece with check, block with knight. Here I opted to capture that pawn with the bishop, and it's disastrous for black. And here on move 10, my opponent resigned because basically the queen is just absolutely devastating their defenses, and that was a giraffe attack. Good game, very fun. GG. As can be seen by the evaluation bar in this game, the giraffe attack is probably not objectively good, as some of the intuitive responses by black result in serious problems for white. However, I like to imagine that the shock of the psychological impact of having the queen capture the pawn on g7 on move 4 is analogous to being attacked by a giraffe, at least in the beginner intermediate level. I hope you found this video interesting, and thanks for watching.